Welcome to a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium, home field of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Missouri State Bears, taking on last year's national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Gamecocks will kick this away to get us going. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And now the handoff. First down, looking for more now. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And then first down, right back to the running game. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for that nice game.
So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup, both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this month.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kick-starting your team in the right direction.
End zone ahead, and he will score. Touchdown, Missouri State. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Out of the shotgun, he heaves it off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the grab. It's Gilliam. And the gain just good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Gamecocks lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made with the tight end on a corner route. Tackle right after the catch, but they'll spot the ball down at the 15.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Caught by the receiver. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it.
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check him out. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. They're going to run it here. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Bears.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
And the extra point makes the lead 14-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or...
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. And the defense comes up with the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. To throw, it's Page. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Anytime you see a defense sit back and cover 2, the quarterback knows he's looking for short to intermediate throws. He's going to have to put something on it. It's not just the guys that are covering deep. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of, so you drive that throw. Otherwise,
the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. He hands it off from the gun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Getting set. Here's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Scanning the field, it's Page. Caught over the middle, it's Fox. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. And the Bears will line up here on first down and goal. Here's a handoff on first and goal. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. The Bears will hustle to the line to win the hurry-up offense. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Timeout, Missouri State. The defense is hanging tough here. Now it's third and goal from the one. He'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. He escapes the pocket. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
It's a quick grab. Powering through. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And he drops back in the gun. On the move now. He breaks free. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. Good enough for first down yardage.
Not a huge gain here, but the quarterback does a nice job of going with this safe, smart option, finding the big tight end and picking up a critical first down to keep this drive rolling.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
It's 4th down and 4 as they try to keep the drive going. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense makes the recovery a turnover. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense comes out to start this drive. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The Gamecocks pick up enough yards to move the sticks. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Gilliam. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. And on the carry, he's heading left. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Tailback takes the handoff again. Has the first down and more. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
First down here for this offense. Handoff running right. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for it.
Offense behind the 6 now in 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. And here's the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking downfield, it's Page. Moves out of the pocket. The pass is off target again. Hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing it out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
Fourth down, look at the throw for it. He can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
Looking for the end zone, has a lane. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. First and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And they tack on the extra point. The B&T ties the game here in the second quarter now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to throw. It's Page. Running out of time in the pocket. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. First down, looking to throw the football. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Bears.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, is unable to hold on to the football.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. A quick throw out route complete. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a 4th down decision.
The pass rush closing in. He gets the first and still going. Slides to avoid the big hit. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. And the Gamecocks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's wide open. Look out. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to scramble. He'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
He's running out of time here. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Back to pass. It's Page. Took contact in the throw. He's got it in the open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Bears will kick it off to begin the second half. Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
He's looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
This quarterback is making his big plays in the most critical moments in this game. Not only does he come up with a first down, but he picks up huge yards. And how did it get done? Gets away from the rush, keeps his poise. And then how about him directing traffic as he moves downfield to pick up extra blockers? It's a really nice run.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Or a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting...
Oh, that one's picked off. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They're going to run the option. Back's got it on the pitch. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, it's Page. Looking for his back. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Could take it all the way. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
They finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Sticking with the running game. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Touchdown, South Carolina, to put them on top now. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And out comes the offense set to take over here. Scanning the field. It's Page. Snags the quick throw. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The Bears looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The receiver makes the catch. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Off the play fake on first down. He escapes the pocket. Extending the play now. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain.
This is what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. On the move now. On the run here. Lets it go. Short throw complete to the tight end. And they've got him.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Can he get there on the ground? And they convert on third down, moving the football to the 35. And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Dropping back, it's Page. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this third quarter. And it's South Carolina in the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
Here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Play action fake. Looking to throw. could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a fourth down decision coming up.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game, and the ball will turn over on downs. The shotgun handoff here. Breaks free. First down and more. He's still running. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. That's an important first down on that running play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
From the 15-yard line, it's second and long. The back's got it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Hey, I can understand the play call here. Backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. But you got to be careful of being too conservative. Because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they are selling out against this run game.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
They'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Page. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield. Touchdown, Missouri State. There was no catching him that time.
This guy's starting to prove that he is a mismatch for this defense. Second touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
Extra point is up and good, and we're now tied here in the fourth quarter. He'll return it from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Fighting off the defender. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it second and medium. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Well, whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, you got to be thinking, hey, we got him right now. And they dial up the blitz, get after him, and come up with a sack.
Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. The tight end has got it. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They go with the ground game. The running back takes the handoff.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Receiver makes the catch. Will not be brought down. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. And the Gamecocks will try to keep this drive moving. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, and it's dropped by an excellent defensive player. A chance at a takeaway. Got away from him. Don't see that often.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his third interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
Clock stops officially 2 minutes to go before the end of this game. We'll take a quick pause. So an important third down play coming up. A field goal try here would be from 60. Back to throw again. Looking for the wideout. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Back to throw. It's Page. Looking right. This one caught. Defense finally gets him down, but he showcased the shiftiness on that play.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. An inside give now from the shotgun. Across the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
First and 10 now for the offense. Quick throw caught on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that previous play. Design quarterback run. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. Well, hurry to the line here with the clock running. QB keeper all the way. He's in the clear.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. The offense with some pre-snap motion. We'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bears! They have taken the lead with time running down.
Just so impressed by this offense and the way they've executed throughout most of this day. Now with the game on the line, they deliver and give them the go-ahead score. There's enough time, though, on the clock. Your defense is going to have to go out there and make some plays to be able to win this game.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The Gamecocks come to the line in a hurry up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking deep for late game heroics. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. And he goes down, but the takeaway is a fitting ending to this winning performance by the defense. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. 2 quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.